Yo, 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 yo! Welcome to the Good Facts podcast series, powered by DGF Agency and hosted by me, myself, and I, Duarte Figueira, also known as Duda. The Good Facts is all about the facts that I really care for, straight from me to you. Everything that I care about: music, media, food, sports, fashion, video games, and whatever else comes out of my mind during the time that I'm thinking about this podcast. Yeah. So yeah, guys, as you might have understood already, I just came straight from Kanye West's premiere of his new music video, Famous. He announced his screening this past week, and just as a matter of fact, I was just online on Twitter, and I just saw a tweet by SB Project saying Kanye West premiere this Friday at the Forum, Los Angeles. Go check it, new video. And I was just like, yeah, let me check. Saw the tickets, $25. I was like, yeah, it's not bad. Let's go, 7 p.m. And I just opted in on, like, without even knowing what I was going to. And yeah, I got to the Forum around 5:30, 5:45. I was told by Kanye West himself on Twitter that the doors would open at 6 p.m. and the show would start at 7 p.m. sharp. So, because it's Kanye, I believed when the promoter says that it's gonna start at time. So I went, make sure that I'll get there on time, get everything sorted out, tickets and everything. Although I had my ticket, just to make sure that I'll get there on time and everything accordingly. And I get there, and the vibe was calm, like no big excitement, no everybody not crazy. Everybody was just like waiting to see what was this about and what was the video about. And a lot of people outside flashing their Kanye West gear and a lot of Yeezys. Everybody rocking their Yeezys, all types, all colors. Everybody checking also the merch table with those special signature shirts for this event, exclusive, just with the word "famous" on the front and with the name with Kanye's name and the date and the venue's name on the back. Simple white shirt, just with that, $30. A huge line for two merch tables outside. When the doors opened, I noticed there were two more merch tables inside. Everybody was going inside, grab their drinks when the doors open and stuff, grab something to eat, go to the merch table to buy those shirts. I went to my seat around like 6:10, 6:15, just to check it, but I still had a lot of time until 7 p.m., so I went to grab something to eat and a drink. And at 7 p.m. sharp, after the countdown was done, I was told by Kanye West himself again that there would be a delay on the screening for between 30 and 45 minutes. And another countdown shows up on the screen with 45 minutes on. Supposedly because of traffic and because of everybody on the merch table just trying to buy the stuff. So Kanye just delayed the screening for 45 minutes. That was the time. At the same time, the screening director tries to like put Kanye on the big screen while he's talking, but he says actually no and ducks down so he doesn't appear on the shot. You know, Kanye being Kanye. That surprise type of effect that he doesn't want anybody to see him and stuff. But yeah, after that announcement, 80% of the crowd just stood up and went outside or to the bathroom or to the bar, or most important of all, to the merch table, because that's a fact. Like when I came down after Kanye announced that delay, there were even more people on the merch table, which was crazy. I noticed that it started to get a little bit more crowded, a little bit more people around. So it kind of started looking sold out, as Kanye said. He said during that announcement too that the show was sold out, so they had to schedule a second screening for later. So they wanted to make sure also that the people that bought tickets for the first screening would make it in time, but because of the traffic, they had to delay. Anyways, there were a lot of spare seats on the stands. Anyways, I didn't understand why he said sold out. Maybe all those people didn't show up, but I can tell you that I had an entire row just for myself with another person, just the entire row in the center of the stands. Like I had one of the best seats, and I had like a lot of space and everything. So it's kind of strange. But 15 minutes before the second countdown ended, we hear Kanye's voice saying, "Everybody start getting to your seats, and everything." So we were like, okay, Kanye wants to make things start now. So everybody just started like moving. I was outside, and we could hear him and stuff. And then like I got in and I checked the time, and we're like 8 minutes before the countdown ended. And Kanye again, everyone go to your seats. Just get to your seats, and we want to start this. And everybody was just like, yeah, let's go. So as soon as the countdown ended, the video started. I can say that people started cheering mostly for like the acts that they love. For example, Rihanna, Amber Rose, Kim, and Kanye, for example. They couldn't understand that that was Chris Brown besides Rihanna at first. Like it wasn't that clear. Only like who knew his tattoos could say that. So yeah. Then they booed Donald Trump, of course, and George Bush. Then everybody just reacted like kind of like surprised but laughing at the same time when Bill Cosby showed up, which is kind of sad, taking in consideration what he did, what he is accused of doing. But as some comedians say, we laugh at our own misery. But that's another conversation. Anyways, people also laughed slash like reacted surprisingly for the appearance of Bruce slash Caitlyn Jenner, which was kind of like controversial. And on a second time that I watched it, I noticed that that was the only actual person outside of Kanye that moved on the video, which says that was actually there. But anyways, Taylor Swift wasn't that obvious at first too for me, but then I saw it. The reaction of the bad visuals was a lot of surprise, a lot of cheers for the ones that people like, and a lot of boos too for the ones that people don't like. Then the white shot came out, like the white shot of the everybody on the bed, and that moment when you realize that Kanye moves and looks at the camera by the moment when the beat steps in, it's kind of like amazing. And it's a pretty outstanding shot, that final shot before the sundown shot, the sunset shot, which was cool with a lot of color, with a lot of expression from Kanye and all the other mannequins there. As soon as the instrumental of the song came in with the sample "Beautiful Morning" and the kick came in, everyone just stood up and started like bouncing to the song. It was pretty legit. Then the sunshine came on the screen. I don't know if it's a sunshine or it's a sunset. I don't really know, but it's kind of like strange because the colors look like a sunshine, but the sun's coming down. Anyways, then it just finishes like the song comes in and it finishes. Kenny talks for a few seconds. He thanks to the person that gave him the inspiration to do this video, which is an actual painter who did this painting of that type of like setting of people laying in bed. So he copied all of that, and also the director of the video, which is a kid called Uzi, if I'm right. Then he asked the crowd if we want to see it again. The crowd instantly responds positively to that. So we watched the whole thing again, and this time one thing I noticed was the fact that Amber Rose was also breathing on this video, so it makes you believe that she was actually there too, and the whole Caitlyn thing movement. And I'm saying this about like them being there because there's a theory, or which makes a lot of sense when you see the white shot, that all of the the bodies that you see there, besides Kanye, are wax figures. But when you see Amber Rose breathing, and when you see Caitlyn Jenner um, moving his slash her hands, it's kind of like what, you know what I mean? And even Cosby at first looks really real, but then in one of the shots you can see like, yeah, it's a wax figure. But yeah, you can definitely see it on Donald Trump, on Rihanna, on George Bush, on Chris Brown, on Taylor Swift. Yeah, those are more than noticeable. But yeah, it was kind of like cool to see Kanye like being the only one moving. It was cool. Then when the video finishes, Kanye plays some of a good music anthems, from Two Chains to Designer to a bunch of Kanye songs to OT Genesis. That's his name. And then everybody kind of doesn't know what to do, because it's like, is there anything else happening? Is Kanye just gonna be playing songs? Some just keep themselves dancing. Others just stand up and look around. Others start making their way out. It's kind of like people didn't know what to do. I stood there until everyone was gone. I waited until Kanye left, until everybody left, so I could like see what was going to happen. I was told to leave the stands, and while I was coming down, I noticed that um, another situation was happening. The merch tables were packed. Everybody was at the merch table trying to cop that shirt, that white tee with the word famous up in on front and a couple of other words on the back for 30 bucks. And as a matter of fact, there weren't any more shirts, so everybody was just like trying to like make them get more shirts and stuff. And then suddenly I'm like on the hallway, and we see this like end cart coming up with a bunch of boxes, and everybody just like saying, let him pass, let him pass. Everybody's cheering, woo, crazy, yeah, more shirts. And like everybody just went into the line and just waited for to buy their shirt. But the security guys were like, if you're not buying your shirt, go outside, go outside. All right. So I went outside. Um, and when I went outside, I noticed that a lot of people were like by the left side, like waiting around this entrance. So I went there to check, and it was like the VIP door, of course. So I stood there for a while just to see if anything was about to happen, because they were saying if Kanye was about to come out. But of course, he didn't, because he was about to do a second screening. So I saw like who, I think the mom of the Kardashians coming out, and I saw Two Chains, my man Two Chains coming out, and I saw Designer also coming out. But then I left. I just left, but it was cool. But yeah, this was my actual first experience at a Kanye West performance, because nevertheless this was a performance, even though it wasn't an actual concert where he sings songs and stuff. It was a artistic performance of his music. In this particular case, in a visual medium, in a music video. Um, it it was kind of strange, of course, because this was kind of like a screening and DJ set. Because then by then he stood there just playing some songs. Um, there was a little bit of delay, as normal, and we watched it twice, which is cool to go to a screening and watch the same thing twice, because you get a second opinion, and you got a chance to rewatch it, which is cool always. But I had that opinion that when it ended, everyone was like waiting for something to happen. You know that feeling of with Kanye, there is always the surprise effect that you don't know what is about to happen, and so no one kind of doesn't know what to expect or to do, which is cool for the artist, because it kind of leaves him in a situation of like, I can just be me and just be here like playing music and enjoying myself with my people, and if everybody wants to stay around, which was what happened eventually. But this was really cool, strange, and awesome at the same time. This was a great representation of what Kanye thinks about famous people and how famous people should be seen. Some, and in my opinion, this is a mix of messages. Of course, it shows up that we are all human. We all sleep. We all have crazy positions while sleeping. We all look in a certain way. Of course, there's a bunch of boobs and ass on the video, and of course, and it kind of like brings a pornographic slash sexual appeal to it. But nevertheless, we are all people, and that's what it's showing. Um, but in a sense, even though it's just that of people sleeping, it kind of gives a message of like this was an orgy type of vibe where all of them just got an intercourse all together and just fell asleep, because that's also what Kanye is talking about in the song about like me and Taylor might have sex one day and all of that vibe, and he's right by Taylor on the video. Um, but in a sense, it kind of gives that connotation too, because naked women, everybody's just like naked in a distorted position. It's crazy. And but really and truly, I don't really know until Kanye explains what it is and kind of says like what I want to do with this is this and this and that. It's for our own judgment and it's for our own interpretation for now. So each one of us can decide what they see on this. But one thing I can say with no regrets or no type of like problem to say it is that this is art. This is a visual representation of what Kanye was trying to transmit on the actual audio performance of this song. And this is the visual that he thinks represents the best way what he's trying to say. And we gotta respect him for that as an artist, because it is what it is. It's what he wants to show. And as a matter of fact, as you can see, he makes people move. It makes people talk about him and makes people react to what he wants to share. And I went to a proof of that today, and that's what I wanted to see. One thing that I would love to see on this video, one would have been actually Beyonce, but I don't think he would have just placed Queen Bee like that, and Jay-Z wouldn't find it really funny at all. But would definitely be controversial to have like Beyonce on this video, like naked, sleeping, or like Drake there, like some other people that are like on everybody's mind nowadays. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. Again, awesome interpretation of what Kanye wanted to share to the world. Definitely controversial to the top. Like everybody's gonna be talking about this today, tomorrow, during the rest of the week. Everybody's gonna be waiting on what Donald Trump, what George Bush, what Bill Cosby, what Taylor Swift, what Rihanna, what Chris Brown, what everybody's gonna say about it, because now all of those people are kind of like in line about this. They gotta like say something, because they're in a way naked in a music video of one of the most known artists in the world. So that's gonna be the rest of the week talk for sure. That's why I wanted to like talk about this now, and whatever happens after this, it is what it is. Kanye being Kanye, unexpected, different, out of the box, original. Most of all, what I gotta say is respect. Respect Kanye, respect Jesus. Keep on doing your thing, man. I'm gonna leave the listeners with the question. So, what did you guys think about the video? What do you guys think was about? Like, do you guys agree with my theory of being an orgy, or it's more like just people sleeping after a day of being famous? I think it's a mix of messages. Kanye definitely wants this conversation to go along the way, and people keep talking about him. That's the main thing about all of this. It's marketing, and it's a strategy. So feel free to reach out, use the comment section below, or use the hashtag DaGoodFacts on Twitter to reply to this question. So yeah, guys, this was one more episode from the Good Facts. This one was kind of like fast paced. I just wanted to kind of like leave a report on what I saw and what I experienced at this thing. Was awesome. Big respect to Kanye again. Don't forget to subscribe to the Good Facts. I'm not gonna stop this. I'm gonna keep going with a lot of content, new things going on, interviews, and a bunch of stuff is coming. Cause now I'm in different cities, so get ready for what is coming. Press the follow button on SoundCloud. If you liked it, press the heart button too. Feel free to reach out on any particular way. Share it with your peers if you feel so, and thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it, and get ready for the next episode. Peace, love, unity, and respect. I'm out.